In 2025, the new generation of the Nissan Kicks got the 2-liter engine in the US. This is the good old MR20DD engine that was engineered and presented in 2010, so we know more than enough to outline its common problems and average life expectancy. This is a non-turbocharged engine with an aluminum head and block. Its timing system is driven by the chain, and there are phasers on both camshafts, making it more or less technological. But overall, the engineering is very simple, which is good for maintenance costs. Now, the engine is fitted with the direct injection system, so one of the most expected problems is the carbon buildup on intake valves that requires quite expensive cleaning once every 50-60,000 miles. If neglected, this will lead to power loss, harsh idling, vibrations, etc. The timing chain doesn't look extremely strong, and it usually gives up after 100-120,000 miles. You may hear minor rattling noises after a cold start, and this is a clear symptom of the chain elongation or tensioner failure. Replacing the chain in these engines is not that hard, so this service is not going to be very expensive if you compare it with other newer and more technological engines on the market. There are a lot of minor problems that you will have to deal with, like engine mount failure or issues with fuel injectors, but these are hard to categorize as common problems, and there are plenty of reasons why they may show up, so this significantly depends on the driving style and quality of service, as well as on quality of fuel you use for your Nissan Kicks. By the way, the vehicle is okay with regular fuel, but it may benefit from premium fuel with higher octane numbers, since the compression ratio is a bit higher than average. Also, the recommendation to use the 0W20 oil in these engines is quite questionable. Nissan does this for better fuel economy and for emission controls, but in other markets, the MR20DD engine gets the clear recommendation to use 5W30 oil. So after the engine is out of its powertrain warranty, I would switch to the 5W30 oil, unless you live in an area with a very cold climate and the oil is super thick in the morning. Probably the biggest problem with this Nissan Kicks powertrain is that it only comes with one type of transmission, the CVT. This is the Jetco CVT that is known for a lot of issues and a pretty short life expectancy. When it comes to longevity, the MR20DD engine is in the Nissan Kicks may last up to 200,000 miles, but usually when these engines hit 130-150,000 miles, they start burning oil. At some point, the oil consumption is going to be quite high, and this will mean that you either need to invest in rebuilding the engine, at least with the new piston rings and valve seals, or even replace the block, which is unbelievably expensive in terms of both parts and labor prices. So usually at about 200,000 miles, these engines come to the end of their lives.